Friday and markets are not really in the Friday mode. They were last couple of days and today it has come in for some profit taking and the market's slightly off the lows but still down 150 points. It's really the mid-cap side of things which are doing so well and that index is up 206 points. And for the larger part of this week, Rima, it's the mid-cap index which has outperformed and is up another 200 points and ending the week very strong actually.
Indeed, right? Remember yesterday I was trying to show that graph with my hands, like how the Nifty's got a downward sloping chart and at the same time the mid-cap has an upward sloping chart, and that's repeated itself yet again. But let's kickstart the show with our mid-cap spotlight. Westlife Foodworld is the stock which is we are tracking right now. The management unveiled its 2027 strategy yesterday. The McDonald's operator hopes to see sales at 4 to 4,500 crore by 2027. Shilpa Ranipeta caught up with Akshay Jatia, the executive director of Westlife Foodworld, and began by asking them in detail about their sales target, how they set it, how they plan to achieve it. Listen in.
So in terms of Vision 2027, our entire endeavor is to double sales. Right. When we put it all together, our entire vision was to double sales and do that on the back of growing AUV. So it all revolves around growing our meal relevance, our omni-channel strategy, and I think that's working out very well. So we're pretty confident to achieve this. In terms of the current FY, we've had a couple of strong quarters behind us. We're seeing momentum continue, and we're hoping to, deliver on the Vision 2022 by the end of the year, which means crossing the 2,000 crore run rate.
Right. And talking about the AUV also, just run us through again what the targets are and also what will drive this AUV for you.
So in terms of AUV, our targets are to grow it over our base of existing stores as well as our new stores. So we're planning to open roughly around 300 restaurants over the next 5 years. So our current base of stores will grow AUV a little faster. The newer stores take a little longer. So it comes down eventually to SSG and total sales. So our target is to double sales, while growing the current 63 million rupees of AUV across the system.
Right. And talking about the store expansion also, you did say that expanding in the South will be one main target. Can you run me through what the contribution of stores from the South is currently, what the mix is, versus West versus South, and by 2027, what do you see this mix as being? Also, if you can touch upon your expansion in smaller towns as well.
So in terms of the South, I think the split is roughly around 40 to 45% of our stores are in the South. We've maintained the pace of opening stores there despite it being a region, where brand relevance and product market fit has taken a little longer. Right. Today we feel we've reached that cusp and we've established it quite well. In terms of moving forward, I think we said around 50% of our stores will be in the South. So I think by the end of 2027, you should see a split that's closer to maybe 45 to 50% in the South. And we're going to continue to grow our market leadership in the West as we always have. In terms of small and emerging towns, like I said, we've had very promising results because of the rapid urbanization growth, which has given us good momentum. We've got good case studies in terms of stores performing almost 40% higher than the system average. So moving forward, again, it's going to be a focus where maybe around 50 to 60% of our new stores will be in such towns. And it's making McDonald's a destination there that's really working for us.
Right. And if we talk about margins also, what's the kind of margin expansion that you are looking at as part of this vision also, and what really are you looking at driving that? Will that be McCafe, or beyond that also, what's the premiumization strategy also like, and what will be the key levers for your margin expansion?
So in terms of the volume growth, obviously long-term value creation comes from converting that into profitability and a strong balance sheet. So as we continue to grow volumes, our strong focus remains on growing margins. So we have levers like product mix, cost optimization, operating leverage, and working on other line items. The target we've given is, as we work on these line items and grow volumes, we plan to land at around 15 to 17% EBITDA margin pre-Ind AS, which will convert into 18 to 20% post-Ind AS EBITDA margin.
Right. And currently, are we seeing an improvement in margins? Because we're seeing commodity prices also cooling off. In this current fiscal, if you can give me a margin picture, what that is looking like. And, there was some price hikes that you had taken on the menu. Do you anticipate more, or do you think we're off those peaks with a lot of commodities cooling down?
So I think we delivered a strong quarter in terms of profitability that I can talk about. Our last quarter of Q2, I think our margin was closer to around 17% post-Ind AS, which is very strong on the back of a very inflationary environment. And in fact, our gross margin also was the highest that we've delivered ever. So we've been very good at managing, this inflationary pressure because it's not new to us. And like I said, we continue to work on multiple line items where eventually it all translates back into good operating profits.
And I want to talk about McCafe also. That's been one segment that has been growing really well, also margin accretive. 100% stores will have McCafe, you said, by 2027. But if you're talking about growing beyond that, in terms of McCafe, growing McCafe itself beyond just expansion, where will the growth come from? And how much does it contribute now? And how much do you see that contributing to overall revenues by 2027?
So, McCafe is part of our McDonald's business model, right? It's a new occasion and a new experience that customers can get. Correct. So our immediate target is to get to 100% penetration. It's really premiumized, the experience for customers. They're loving the quality cup of coffee that we serve. So I think the expansion is going to come from ensuring that we offer this experience across all our stores. Right. And I think that, moving forward, we're looking for it to hit around 15 to 18% in contribution of total sales.
Okay, that is our spotlight stock today and the management commentary coming in as well. For now, we'll slip into a break. Up next, we'll be joined by Himen Kapadia of KR Choksi Securities.